मग त्या असं करून आम्ही एक संघटित झालो. मग एक करता आम्ही सगळेजण मिळून आम्हाला त्रास व्हायला लागला म्हणून आपण संघटित होऊ. संघटित झाल्याशिवाय आपल्याला त्रास कमी होणार नाही. मग आम्ही कागद काच पत्र कष्टकरी पंचायत अशी एक संघटना केली आणि त्या संघटनेमध्ये मग हळूहळू आधी 100 झाले, पुन्हा 500 झाले, असं वाढवत आमचे आता 8-9 हजार लोक तयार झाले. मग ती आमची एक संघटना झाली तेव्हा आम्हाला ते त्रास कमी झाला.
So we realized that we used to fight our problems on our own for the longest time, but we realized that we could not do it by ourselves. So one by one we started coming together one at a time, and slowly this group grew, and we could see that by organizing and by fighting against these odds together, we had a better chance of overcoming our problems. So we started with 80 women, and then adding one, we went from 80 to 100 to 500, and now after 20 years we have 8 to 10,000 waste pickers just in the city of Pune. And it has been through organizing and fighting and claiming for our rights together that a lot of our problems have been solved.
मग आम्ही मग सगळेजण मिळून आम्ही मोर्चा काढायचो. मग कॉर्पोरेशनला जाऊन आम्हाला ओळखपत्र द्या म्हणून आम्ही भांडायचो.
So we would take out protests and demonstrations together. We've been taking out protests and demonstrations. We take it up with the local municipal government, asking them for some basic rights and some basic equipment.
मग आम्ही ती भांडून कॉर्पोरेशन कोण आम्ही ओळखपत्र घेतलं. मग आम्हाला ती ओळखपत्र दिल्यामुळे आमचा त्रास कमी झाला.
So the first thing that we fought for was identity, because we weren't recognized as workers. Most of the time we wouldn't even be recognized as human beings. So the first thing that we got was an identity card. We got an identity card from the local government issued to us, which specifies that we are waste pickers, and so now we are identified as being workers rather than just being free roaming people who could pick up waste on the street. So she's actually got that ID card along to show. It's endorsed by the local municipal government. It has a sign and stamp of the senior authority of the local government. It has a photograph, and it specifies that she's a waste picker. The waste that the materials that she's carrying have been procured by her in the process of doing her work. It also mentions that she's a recycling worker, and what she's doing is something that is serving the society. And so this really helps them. For example, if they're stopped by the police and they say, "Oh, you've stolen this from somewhere," they're like, "No, I have a card. I'm authorized."
तिथून मग आम्ही एक 10 टन जर कचरा उचलत असून आम्ही तर त्यातून 5 टन तर आम्ही काढून घेतो. मग कॉर्पोरेशनची सर्व्हिस कमी होती, त्यांची वाहतूक कमी होती, खर्च कमी होतो, त्यांचा खर्च वाचतो त्यांचा. म्हणून मग आम्ही त्यांना म्हटलं की आम्हाला विमा पाहिजे, आरोग्य विमा पाहिजे, जीवन विमा पाहिजे, आणि शाळेच्या मुलांसाठी आमच्या शिष्यवृत्ती पाहिजे. हे आम्ही भांडून त्यांच्याकडनं घेतो.
So if we would collect, say, about 10 tons, we would retain 5 tons of the waste by ourselves. When she said 10 tons, she means all the waste pickers as a group. We'd retain 5 tons with ourselves and we'd sell it to recyclers. And we realized that this was saving the local government a lot of money, because they wouldn't have to transport this waste, what they would generally have to do. So on the basis of the savings to the municipal government and the environmental work that we do, we started demanding social security rights from our local government, starting with a life insurance, and then slowly over the years progressing to include a medical insurance as well to take care of our health. And now we've reached a point where we are getting scholarships for our children so that they can learn and they don't have to do the same kind of work that we are doing now.